Hey everybody, Colin here. Let's just take a look at the markets really quickly. So I want to show you all some different coins that I've been looking at. Lately, there are a few ones that we nailed really well. I'm going to go over what those ones were. For one, there was, okay, let's go back here. Sorry. So for one, there's Jasmine. All right. Now I called Jasmine at about I got into Jasmine at about 1.7 cents, right around here. And as you can see, we went up 177%. I sold right around, let's see, I sold right around 4 cents. So let's see, 1.7. So I made a little over 100% on that. Let's see, there you go, right around 4 cents. So I took profits at about 141%. I knew we needed a retracement. When we came back and we came back up here, I watched the RSI. And when we stayed underneath that 70 line, I said, looks like more downside is coming. So I came out of that trade, and I have an alert set for right around 2.6 cents. I'm really looking to get another buyback on Jasmine somewhere around here, around 2 cents. Definitely around 2.5, because I know this is where this huge candle started. So we're definitely going to go back down there. There was consolidation right here at this level, though, which is at about 2 cents. So if Jasmine comes back down here, I'm loading up the truck. Long term, you can't go wrong, because let me remind you guys. Nope. Find the chart that has the most data, which is right here, Bittrex. Okay. Jasmine was here trading, guys, at over $2. I mean, this candle went all the way up to $3. So long term, whether that takes a year, 2 years, 3 years, I believe that Jasmine will return back to its, at a minimum, $1.85 to $2. So being able to buy right now, regardless, guys, it is just you can't get a better time to buy Jasmine right now. I'm just being real, right? Regardless of whatever happens to the market short term, you can't get a better time to buy Jasmine. Last time I bought Jasmine, I bought it at 9 cents. I sold at around 27 cents. That was my target, right? And you can see we came all the way back down to where it all started at 1.1 cents. So anything, you're buying anything around this area, guys, you can't go wrong. I mean, that's ridiculous gains. Okay. So anyway, I'm out of the Jasmine trade right now. I still hold a little bit of Jasmine long term, but in terms of my trading strategy, I took my profits. I will buy back Jasmine when it comes down here. I'll probably buy a little bit of Jasmine every month if it's just doing sideways consolidation. But um, this is the move that we're looking at. I kind of expected Jasmine really to come up to at least 6 cents, and then ultimately big push up to 7 cents. That was what that's what I was really expecting, for a big rejection. So this run might not be done, right? So we're paying attention to what it's doing right now. Obviously, we're going to see if it gets a good bounce off of the 50-day right here, which is around 2.8 cents. We'll see how that reacts with it. But I really would like to get a buy-in at around 2.5 cents. However, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. All right. So that was Jasmine. We got about 131% out of that. The other one was Silica. All right. And in looking at Silica, as you can see, okay, sorry, we're looking at the wrong thing here. Silica USD. All right. So, and I took my profits pretty early here as well. I bought Silica at about just under 5 cents. Right. I was I was really expecting a retest. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I was expecting the breakout from here when we broke above 6 cents. I was expecting to come back down, at least retest 6 cents before we pumped. I did expect it to go to 10 cents. Didn't expect it to go all the way up to 13 cents. But looking left, we see that it was possible, right? Because first of all, if we look right here, that's 11 cents. And this is pretty much this is just fulfilling this big cup motion, right? And if you look at the top of this wick, it matches perfectly with the top of this wick, 12 cents, right? So I expected 10 cents. I certainly didn't expect it to happen within 48 hours of me taking the trade. So I took my profits. I took maybe 30% profits on that. Again, having it up here at 90 on the RSI, a big cool off is coming. Okay, a big cool off is coming. So if you're buying around now, I would advise against that. I'd say you definitely need to wait for a retracement. We look at the Bollinger Bands. We're way outside of the Bollinger Bands, almost straight up. So even just coming back, I mean, the median for the Bollinger Band is like down here at 4 cents. So I would expect a retest somewhere around somewhere around 6 cents, to be honest. I would expect a bounce there. So I have an alert set. So my system will alert me when I get here, when it gets here, and I'll look to buy back in for a little bounce on that one. So those are the ones that we were looking at. But as you can see, I have a few friends that also took my trade signal and they're still holding. They bought at about 6 cents. So they're up almost 100% right now, almost 100% gains in less than 2 days. So that was Silica. And now with my custom hybrid trading strategy, the ones that are really jumping out to me right now, we see Cody. We can see right here, this is a falling wedge, which has somewhere around a 70% chance that it breaks upwards. And especially when we break out of this, I mean, we might have it come back down to retest. But what I'm looking for out of Cody, to be honest, I'm looking at somewhere around here, somewhere around 3.2 cents, which from where it is right now, if we were to take a measurement, that is about 33% gains. All right. That's about 33 to 37% gains. That's what I'm looking for out of Cody. Long term, zoom out. So I think this still has some cooling down to do because on the weekly, massively overbought. We came down, we came back up and retested the previous high and we set a lower high here. So for me, that's not a good sign. I think that means Cody probably still has several weeks or a few months to cool down. That's just my opinion. Remember now, that's just my opinion. Doesn't mean that I'm right. Just from my analysis, this is what it leads me to believe. Cody could have one last push up. Maybe we get one more push coming back to the previous all-time highish area, maybe at the top of this Bollinger Band. And then we post another lower high on the RSI. And then that, for me, that's lights out. The time to buy back into Cody would be if we go below oversold territory. Again, just my opinion. But for right now, that's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for out of Cody. It's still currently in an uptrend. As we can see here, coming down a bit, probably coming back down to this, where did we go? 25.79. So probably coming back down to this 24-cent level. But we'll keep an eye on that. Other thing that I'm looking at is Clever KLV, right? And Clever, well, already took a nice, pretty sharp run up here. I bought Clever right around here, 249. So that was about 15% in less than a day. Yeah, but do I think it's done here? No. What I'm really looking for out of Clever, maybe over the next week or so, would be a run to retest this 200 moving average. That's what I would be looking for out of Clever, right? Even if there is a temporary dip, I think as long as we hold above 2.5 cents, that's a pretty good sign for further upward movement. So look out for that with Clever as well. Okay. And the only other one is, excuse the noise, my daughter just came in. The only other one that we're looking at here is Digital Note. Okay. So again, Digital Note breaking out of this current. Oh, sorry everybody. Got my 4-year-old sitting here with me now. So if we look at this current downtrend here, we broke out of this again. It's again like a falling wedge right here. We broke out of here, and so to come back up, I would expect this to come back up to at least 6.8 cents. I took my position at just around somewhere around 5.8 cents. But what I'm really looking for, so we may get some, we're supposed to get some turbulence around 6.8 cents to 7 cents. What I'm looking for is really a target of about 8 cents. So, taking the position from here, let's see, take a position from here to 8 cents. They're looking at about 40% gains is what I'm looking for on that short-term trade. Because right now, to be honest, more of my strategy is for the coins that I am very serious with, that I'm holding long-term no matter what, coins such as crypto.com. I hold those ones and I'll steadily accumulate some more. But for my capital, I'm looking at these that's coming in right now. I'm doing more short-term trades. Because until Bitcoin decides to tell us what it really wants to do, then this is what I'll be doing. This is my style of trading. It kind of adjusts depending on what the market sentiment is looking like. So, like I said, long term, absolutely bullish on Bitcoin. I think, everybody in the world should know by now where Bitcoin's ultimate trajectory is. It's disruptive. It's something that no government or banks can stop. And for that reason alone, you should know that Bitcoin and things like Bitcoin, you definitely should have some ownership of. But that's what I'm looking at, guys, in terms of those particular coins. We can check back in a few days and we'll see how they are doing. All right. Okay, everybody, that's it for now. Take care. Until next time. Take it easy.